What's up, everybody? Doing another collection video, this time the mighty Motorhead from the UK. Been into this band for quite a long time. I think March or Die was the first album I listened to of theirs, and basically just been a fan ever since. They are in my top 5 as far as favorite bands of all time. They come in right at number 5. So just going to go into it because I do have a lot to show. So these are going to be in order of when they came out. So the first one is the self-titled debut, which was originally released in 1977, and my copy is white vinyl. It was also when I started collecting records, the first Motorhead record that I bought. The next two came out in the same year in 1979. First one released was Overkill, which is also my favorite Motorhead album. Absolutely love this fantastic album. Title track, Stay Clean, Capricorn, No Class, Damage Case. It's just an excellent album, top to bottom. And then next, an album that's kind of tied for my favorite with Overkill was the next one they put out the same year, Bomber. And it has my favorite Motorhead song, which ironically is not one of their faster songs. Sweet Revenge is my favorite Motorhead song. Kind of do me a little bit. And then the next one they would release in 1980 would be probably their most well-known, most famous, has the most famous Motorhead song, the title track, Ace of Spades. Not a whole lot you can really say other than, I mean, if you know Motorhead, you know this album. And then directly from there, they released their first live album, No Sleep Till Hammersmith. Excellent live album. Only has, let's see, 11 tracks on it, but I mean, they only had 3 albums out at that point, or 4 albums out at that point. But still, nonetheless, a really good live album. I was glad to be able to get this, pick this copy off. This is a reissue. I picked it up off of Amazon. Then they just keep rolling with Iron Fist from 1982, I think, originally. There's probably not a year on this one, but this is a reissue. All of mine, for the most part, I think are reissues, except for like the later stuff that would come out. Let's see if we got a year on here anywhere. I'm pretty sure this was 82. I am missing 4 on vinyl, but one of those 4 I do have on CD. So that's the reason why I was doing this collection video, because like I said on another video, I like to show ones that I have just about everything by. And then the next 2 I actually got from Ron Haggerty. Overkill. I mean, excuse me, not Overkill. Rock and Roll. Great album. Title track, Eat the Rich, Stone Deaf in the USA, The Wolf, Traitor, Dogs. Great stuff. This, I think, was the first album which they ended up having 2 guitarists. Brought in Wurzel and Phil Campbell. Pretty sure it was on this one. I don't think it was on Iron Fist. I think Iron Fist, they still were a 3-piece at that time. Do I have anything in here that would help me with that. Probably not. And then the next album, it's a good album, not a great album. The sound was definitely a little bit different. But you have Another Perfect Day, which I also got off of Ron. This was 83. Is it 83 or 88? I guess it's 83, so I guess that Another Perfect Day actually was prior to this one, because this was the album they had a new guitarist in, and he was only on this album. And I mean, Lemmy even said he didn't even try to look the part with the bullet belts or anything like that. I don't have anything on here that says who the other guitarist was, because I can't remember. But yeah, he basically came in, and they really didn't sound the same, but they went back to sounding like they usually do on this one, on Rock and Roll. And apparently I got my stuff all kind of out of order. So before Rock and Roll was when they came with the four guitarists, or the two guitarists. Orgasmatron, and this was Ron's favorite. So finally get these things back in order. Alright. Next up after that, from 1991, 1916, fabulous album. I'm So Bad Baby I Don't Care, Going to Brazil, Angel City, the Ramones tribute track, Shut You Down. Great album. I think I got that off of Amazon. And then the next one is one of the four I don't have yet, and that is March or Die. Got it on CD, picked it up on Amazon for like $7. So really, it's the only CD I have right now of Motorhead, because I was so focused on getting the vinyl. So hopefully I'll start getting some of these back in the CD collection as well. And then from there, you go to an album that actually had two different names of the album. And I think it's probably more likely because of the original title maybe was Death or Glory. And I guess the U.S. distributor didn't want to put anything out with that name, kind of like they did with Judas Priest Killing Machine. It was renamed Hellbent for Leather. Had the same track listing and same artwork, but this one has different artwork. This is Bastards from 1992, I think. This is a 2013 reissue, but I'm pretty sure it was 92 when it originally came out. And then the next one, I don't think this is one of the ones I got from Ron. I could be wrong. Next one, Sacrifice from 1995. Again, at this point, you still have the four-piece, and you got Mickey D on drums as well. And then the next one after that, one that a lot of people really don't care for. I know Ron said it was kind of like in the bottom of their discography. Back to being a three-piece again. Overnight Sensation, 96. I actually like this album. I don't think it's as bad as some people make it out to be. This is kind of, I don't know if you can see it. It's like a marble green color. But I mean, Crazy Like a Fox, Civil War, Don't Believe a Word. Really good songs. Overnight Sensation, the title track. Love Can't Buy You Money's a good song. Them Not Me, Murder Show. I mean, to be quite honest, I don't understand why people don't like this album. And then next up, you kind of fast forward to 98 with one I did get from Ron. I know I got from Ron. We Are Motorhead. And I love this album. See Me Burning, Slow Dance, Stay Out of Jail, God Save the Queen cover, Sex Pistols obviously, Wake the Dead, We Are Motorhead, the title track. And then following that, we have Snakebite Love. Great album. Dogs of War is a great song. Love's for Sale. Take the Blame, Dead and Gone, Nightside, Don't Lie to Me. Fantastic album. Then there's some ones that missing, but then you get try to show the final of it here. You get Hammered, which I haven't listened to this in a little while. Came out in 2002. And then we've got this one on Gray, Kiss of Death, 2006. And then this next one on Blue, Motorizer, 2008 originally. And then the last one that they did is the last one in my collection, Bad Magic, which came out in 2015, which would be the year that we would lose Lemmy, passing away from health complications for all the, basically his entire lifestyle. And it's really, kind of bizarre to know that just about everybody that has played in Motorhead, with the exception of Phil Campbell and Mickey D, are no longer with us. Basically, I mean, the entire original lineup is gone. So it's just really, but I don't know if there aren't very many bands, I don't think, that left their mark or metal and a hard rock as much as Motorhead did. I mean, they inspire a lot of the bands I listen to, a lot of the thrash bands and stuff like that. They're probably somewhere in the top 5 as far as I'm concerned, as far as most influential metal bands, even though Lemmy would say, we're just a rock and roll band, but they were most definitely a metal band. But that is my Motorhead collection. Hope you enjoyed watching, and I'm still looking to get the other ones that I don't have, and the reason I haven't grabbed those is because they are just insanely expensive, especially this one right here. Like, the cheapest I found, even on Discogs, is like $199, and I'm just not paying that for a record. Even as good as it is, as much as I like it, I'm not paying that much. But anyway, that's the Motorhead collection. Maybe another collection video sometime this week. But until then, you guys take care.